Hi, good night, students and parents. I am going to create this brief video just to show how students can show that they have submitted something, but it had not actually been submitted. I had created a fake profile based on my maiden name here, as you may see, right? So this is a student's point of view, okay? So this is the stream, and I'm going on the classwork. So this was the last language arts assignment, and it is showing up here. Okay, now I'm going to view assignment. Without even clicking on the assignment to do it. In fact, before I even show you how students can actually um, show that they had done assignments when they have not actually done it, when they have not actually done it, I'm going to show you what students are supposed to do. They are supposed to actually click on the assignment itself, and then of course the email would come up. Again, I had created a fake profile as a student so that I would test my system, right? And this is based on my maiden name, right? And you must put in your email address, and then I start writing in my answers. Okay, so my answer here would be ceiling, right? And then I would go down to the next answer, fixtures, etc. Okay, right? So this is a portrayal of if a student was actually doing their work, right? This is a portrayal of a student who may not have gone on to what is they are supposed to. Now you can actually add or create a document here if you want to, okay? But this assignment was not designed that way. I tried to make it as easy as possible. As I am showing you here, I had created the document, spent probably over an hour trying to create this document to replicate test paper, right? And then this is a student point of view. Okay, again, I'm going back to show you. Before we reach here, we went on classwork. This is what the student would have seen, and instead of clicking on the assignment and the assignment showing up, right, instead of doing this, which would have been the right thing to do, a student could have easily gone into here, view assignment, and just write. Now notice what I'm going to do right now. This is very important. Some students could have just did this. You didn't attach work for language arts test paper reference Taylor's academic publishers test 4, so your teacher will just see it's done, and the student will see this warning come up, and they would still click marked done. Now what will happen to me on my end? Okay, so we are coming off this view, we are coming off the student view, and we are going into my view right now, because tonight I'm checking students' work to try to figure out how was it possible that I am seeing students' work turned in when it wasn't actually turned in. So I'm going back into Taylor's, and I'm seeing 2 turned in. Now remember, for the other one, I did not actually turn in any work. I did not actually turn in any work. This here would be my fake profile, but I did not actually do the work. I just clicked turn in. Okay, so basically what would have happened here was that this student here, my fake profile here, would have shown me as a teacher that this student had turned in their work. I now would go back now, bear with me a little bit here. I now would go back into the actual assignment I now would go back into the actual assignment. Now, these are the things I have to go through here, right? So this would have been, this is how the teacher sees it. All right, the assignment would come up, the questions would come up, and then responses will come up. No responses. Because none of the students who actually claim to have turned in their work actually turned in their work. It took me about 2 weeks to figure this thing out. Believe me, one of the reasons why I did not correct any work last week, it was because I spent about a couple of days trying to figure out how it was that students claim to send in work, and when I come here on the question, I click on the response, I'm seeing no response. I searched the entire thing. I would go into all the different aspects of it, try to figure out if I set up the settings wrong, etc., and nothing. Nothing. I wouldn't be able to figure it out until today. I actually figured it out by going back into the fake profile and realizing that that is what was done. Okay, so on my end, I am really trying, and there's a way to actually solve that. Now, as you see here, electricity went and came back, so my internet is down right now. But you can, for the students who did that stunt, so to speak, you can fix it by going back into the assignment, and you can click on submit. You can click on submit, and you can actually do your assignments. I am asking you, I am pleading with you, so because it looks bad on my end that I am not correcting your work, when the whole thing about it is that you have not actually submitted your work. Okay, you can go and you can actually you can unsubmit, do your assignment, click on submit, do your assignment, and turn it in, please. Okay, it is for your own benefit. All right, now I am a teacher who works in detail. For parents who know me, I work in detail with everything, and sometimes I leave, sometimes it might seem as if I'm lingering on things, but parents who have students coming here for a long duration of time or any duration of time on a regular basis would know that I turn things over and over all different sides before I leave it to rest. And this is what I did, and it took me a little while, but I realized what certain students have been doing and keeping back the whole correction process, keeping back themselves. And I still want to help everybody, and I hope that these students actually try to click on submit, go back to the test papers, and take your time and do it, because it is for your own benefit. Because I realize that there are a lot of students out there who think that they are actually making more marks than they would actually make for the examination. Take it from me, right? You need to work harder. You need to put in more work, and this is your opportunity. Don't think that you have a long time because of this whole lockdown, that you have a long time before your examination. Think as if you are preparing for your examination, and it is right around the corner. Okay, so that's as much as I could say, right? I could baby people and tell them what they want to hear, But basically, we all have kids. I have kids. Everybody who is listening to this have kids, and sometimes they may try something in between. Sometimes they may try something in between, and we have to admit it, and we have to go back to the drawing board and start again if we need to. Right? So I'm sorry if anybody thinks that or still doesn't understand. They can give me a call, but I mean, try a little harder.